Hi everyone, it's attorney Bianca Jordan from brazenlegal.com. Today's video is on what happens if your green card application is denied. What should you do? What can you do? What happens afterwards? So it really depends on why your immigration application was denied. Why was your green card application denied? It's very important to understand the why to determine whether you can or whether it makes sense for you to reapply. So you really need to understand why it was denied. Is it because there wasn't enough information or evidence submitted to show a bona fide marriage between you and the petitioner? Is it because, for example, maybe USCIS sent you a request for evidence and you didn't submit all of the information that they were asking for? It's really important for you to understand the why so that you can figure out a game plan for reapplying. So when your application is denied, you will receive a decision letter. You have 33 days to figure out whether you want to file a motion to reconsider or reopen your case. You cannot appeal these decisions typically, but you can file a motion to reopen or reconsider. But in filing a motion to reopen or reconsider with USCIS, in this example, applying for a green card, you need to include a legal brief. You need to show that there is some sort of error on the part of USCIS as to why they should reopen this case and re-examine your application. So if it's, due to if it's a motion to reconsider, you have to show that they misinterpreted a law around why you should be able to get your green card. So when that happens, so you file your motion to reopen or reconsider, and USCIS will take a couple months to re-review this new motion and decide whether they're going to reconsider and reopen your case and do a little bit more digging, maybe eventually approve your green card application. Or they're going to deny your motion and say, you know what, we hear you, but we stand by our decision because XYZ, and that's it. Back in October 2018, actually before October 2018, but it went into effect on October 1st, 2018, the government agreed, or they implemented a new policy whereby if your application for a green card or anything is denied, they can immediately put you in removal proceedings. They can immediately issue you a notice to appear, or NTA, which initiates your deportation proceedings. So it's very important, especially nowadays, when you're applying for a green card or really anything for that matter, to make sure that you're working with an immigration attorney to make sure that your application is done correctly. And worst case scenario, you do get that denial, that you have an immigration attorney at the ready who can file a motion to reopen or reconsider for you. Or, if it's a situation where your application was denied because you needed more evidence or something like that, the immigration attorney can really quickly put together a new application for you. I have seen people who have tried to apply for green cards on their own thinking it's a simple process, it's just filling out forms, but nowadays, nothing could be further from the truth. It is so much harder these days. I've seen people try to do it on their own, and then they receive a request for evidence. They don't really know how to respond, or they don't send in everything that the government is asking for, and now their application is denied. And to add insult to injury, I've seen some people in this situation then find themselves in deportation proceedings without an attorney present. So it's very important to work with an immigration attorney these days. It's more than just filling out forms. Immigration nowadays, it's always been more than filling out forms, but especially these days, you really need to be working with an immigration attorney so that you can make sure that your application is done correctly, so that you can make sure that that immigration attorney is preparing you adequately for your immigration interview. And worst case scenario, the immigration attorney is there to file a motion to reopen or reconsider on your behalf, and or maybe you do end up in deportation proceedings, but that immigration attorney is still able to represent you and help you with defenses to deportation. So other than that, when your green card application is denied, typically when you're applying for a green card, you're able to get a work card. So if you get a work card in conjunction or in relation to this application for a green card, let's say you're applying for a green card through your husband or wife, and in that process, you are given a work card. if the green card application is denied, that work card will be revoked. So you will no longer be able to use that work card. And if the green card application, there are some instances where the green card petition is denied, but the I-130 is not. In that case, you would refile the application for the green card. You really just need to understand what was denied. Was it the green card application that was denied? Was it the I-130 that was denied? And also like what you need to do, what your options are. I strongly suggest that you speak with an immigration attorney to figure out what your best options are. Does it make sense for you to do a motion to reconsider or reopen? And under what circumstances should you do so? For example, let's say you are applying for a green card through your US citizen husband, and you came to the United States with a visitor's visa that has since expired. And now your green card application is denied and you don't have any other status. So now you are in danger of being placed in removal proceedings. It might make sense to file a motion to reopen or reconsider based on a valid reason, because then that would buy you a little bit more time to avoid your going into deportation proceedings. And if it ends up being that you just need to refile your application. I have helped people who maybe they filed it on their own and it was denied because they missed something or they made a mistake on their application, and then I end up just refiling it for them correctly and they're able to get their green card in that way. So maybe that's a situation that you might need to, that might apply to you, where you really just need an attorney to refile your application for you. So in that case, it might make sense to file the motion to reopen or reconsider to buy yourself some time, and also just to see if maybe they will reconsider their decision to deny. Sometimes they do, and they issue the green card so that you don't have to apply in the first place. But it's very important to understand why it was denied and to understand if you are at risk for being placed in deportation proceedings, and maybe explore with an immigration attorney what options you might have to either delay that process or mitigate it and maybe reapply for a green card the right way. I hope you found this video helpful. Please visit brazenlegal.com/immigration to learn more about me, my law firm, and all the other cases I handle. Thanks for watching.